And we're live.
Do it live.
I wonder what happened last time.
What you mean?
What?
I don't know. Facebook be tripping for times. They be trying to police our shit, censoring us.
Oh, y'all forgot that is on my page. That's what's wrong.
Oh, they definitely want to flag this shit. What up, y'all?
What up?
Kickbackers. We are here.
We can go ahead and hit record.
Yes.
While we're sharing. Y'all, we're going to start with an apology. I is sorry that last week we had an episode up on the streaming platforms.
Man.
It was only like eight minutes of an episode. I is sorry.
And it was a great episode too. So if y'all really want to see it, please go to our YouTube channel and hit the subscribe button so you can be notified whenever the new episodes come up. But definitely check out last week's episode if you didn't get a chance to listen to it on the streaming platforms.
How you feel about this look?
It's too much headroom. This is why I always lower it.
See, I like it up because you see the records.
Yeah, that's not how that's supposed to be.
Hey, you guys, let us know what you think. Do you like to see the records, the wall, or no? It needs to be just our faces. What's our faces? Let me know.
It's way too much headspace. Because even like you see above the records.
That's true. That's true. I was trying to do dimensions.
And we're off, like center.
We're off center.
You need to scoot closer to me. Actually, no, I could person.
What up, Kickbackers? This is our 9-year anniversary, our 9th anniversary episode. I'm pouring this Crown Royal Black.
When I scooted over, sorry.
So yeah, man, we have a crazy show, a great show. We gotta tell you about my birthday, erotic game night.
We look like talking heads.
We don't.
We do. We look like, you know that show that used to come on like Comedy Central with like the
Talking
alien.
Heads?
Just listen to what I'm about to say.
Okay.
With like they were like in the movie theater, and it's like an alien. They're like sitting in the front row.
Most of this shit, Gucci. So what should I do? Should I change it now?
You need Let me do it because you don't be listening to me.
You think I've been listening to you?
You don't.
I don't be listening to you.
I know you don't.
I don't be listening to you. So this episode is brought to you by Moo from Moo's Marvelous Cleaning, and she just cleaned up the Playboy apartment for my birthday. Shout out to Mo. We beefing a little bit because Mo did not show up to the erotic game day kickback, but yeah. Anyway,
it was an event, baby.
It was an event.
Oh
and we're going to tell y'all all about it once we get on Patreon. So we're going to give you a blow-by-blow. Blow-by-blow. Wow. We're going to give you
If that had happened last night, I'm surprised that didn't happen because there were... niggas was handing out orgasms.
Yeah, and for more information on that, you're going to have to subscribe to The Vibe, our Patreon, patreon.com/upon-name-kickback. It's like a Tribe Called Quest. You say the whole thing. We got JB to say it last night.
We did, and that was such a dope moment.
Oh, man, it was good, Kickback, because I know y'all been worried what's going on with me and JB and F and everything. We good. We was together last night for my birthday. We turned up. I am now 45.
He old as shit, y'all.
If you're watching this live on Sunday, my birthday was Saturday. If you're listening to us Monday morning, my birthday was Saturday. I'm now 45. I am closer to 50 than I am to 40. I'm closer to 50 than I am to 30. I am way too close to 50. I'm closer to 50 than Tony Yayo.
I mean, the way these 50-year-olds go, 50 could be like your golden time because
Tony
Braxton.
Tony.
Have y'all been on Tony Braxton's IG?
Tony.
Because she's 53 and she's killing it.
My sister sent me the things. I thought this was Amber Rose. I was like, well, who isn't it?
It's Tony Braxton.
Oh, shit, that's Tony. And shout out to Tony. I met Tony back in the early 90s. Me and JB had a singing group. I was rapping, and man, the singing group with Smee, F, and Coffee. Shout out to them. And we went to Iverson Mall to get a CD signed by Tony. And we all brought roses, and we gave her the roses and sang for a cappella. And that led to my relationship with L.A. Reid and his brother. And we thought we was getting record deals and becoming famous rappers and singers. Didn't happen, so now we do the podcast. But anyway,
we're going to be famous. Anyway.
We're going to be famous. Hell yeah. Shout out to Tony.
There are more events coming in. We will be famous.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we call it the market on this erotic game. Like, niggas don't. Shout out to Kelso and mysexroom.net.
Y'all need to go
to mysexroom.net
and go check out his stuff. It was a great night.
We about to make him an official sponsor because he done gave us so much shit.
He did. He's
so
giving away
mysexroom.net is the official sponsor of the Partner Kickback. Allergies. Okay. It's not a disease. It's just my allergies. That was a play, not a play, a poem. My it gave to me and my cousin because we have real bad allergies, and it's a little kid poem. It was like, every time they see me, I sneeze, but it's not a disease. It's my allergies. Okay, never mind. All right, so happy birthday to me, goddamn it!
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to the podcast.
Yes, 9 years.
9 years. We started as an internet radio show, then we became a what's that shit? Ustream TV show, and then as soon as
Damn.
And the second Facebook Live, we became a Facebook Live TV show. The first time we went live, we had you and Les on as special guests because we had like, it was when all those murders happened, Philando Castile, when all those murders happened that summer, we was in the pool. We were like, dog, we gotta do something like this. We gotta say something. We gotta have a special town hall meeting tomorrow, or whatever day it was. So yeah, probably was tomorrow, Sunday. And then we did that special episode with y'all too, and then that turned into what you see before you right now.
And I was on before then, so.
Well, yeah, like a year or so before.
I'm the longest running female host you've ever had.
Yeah. Can't even say y'all no more, it's just me.
Yeah, so and that's why I said, that's why I changed it to you.
we gonna get JB back, just like Joe Budden gonna get Rory and Maul. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it, we got this.
Sharing.
Don't forget to share, y'all. Share everywhere.
So while I'm sharing, Dion, why don't we start with
you didn't do the intro.
Oh. Me. Welcome to a pod named Kickback. It's like a Tribe Called Quest.
Wait, no. Also known as a black singer?
We switched it.
Oh, we did.
Because you said it now.
Okay.
So,
alright, go ahead. Let's do it again.
See, that's why sometimes people can't get an orgasm because people stop and start.
Now that was definitely the case.
Patreon. So, welcome to a pod named Kickback. It's like a Tribe Called Quest. You say the whole thing. Also
known as the Black Scene and the Revolution.
Will be televised.
That's not how we did it.
That's how we should do it.
Oh.
I think.
No.
How do you want to do it? Because obviously we didn't rehearse. So while we have our 1,000 viewers, you want to practice now?
No.
Okay. All right. I'm No Brace New, the righteous ratchet. If you throw it, I catch it. If you got it, I match it. Every Monday, we right back at it. I am the calm individual.
Y'all, he was so good yesterday at the party.
That's what she said.
He was so, I'm proud of you, bro. What up, y'all? It's your girl, Melanie Dion, also known as So Mellow. The Queen of Creeps, the Breaker of Men, also known as the Conscious Creep, here for another week.
So, Kickbackers, we're going to get right into it. Mel, you're going to have to do our fact of the week, but we're going to start with high low.
Okay.
But you got to do the fact.
Okay. All right, so high low. My low of the week but it's already been resolved. Was the fight I gotten into with a friend of mine? Don't say anything about them. Okay. I got into a fight with a friend of mine, and I had to apologize. Had to hold myself and apologize, and so we good now. We have worked everything out.
Excellent.
My high of the week? Nigga, my high of the week was your fucking party. That was my high of the week. And for those of y'all who ain't been on my IG, I strongly recommend that you go. Because there's wonderful pictures of me.
You're amazing in this way?
I am.
That's really what I
looked great yesterday. I looked really good. See, that looks good. That looked good, right? Didn't that look good? You liked it?
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
You're welcome. So, yeah, I had a good week. Yeah. I didn't make no money doing Uber Eats because I didn't do Uber Eats at all because I had to get work done on my car. But aside from that, well, I mean, not say not at all. I did a couple rides on Thursday, but yeah.
That's what she said.
Whatever, nigga. You should not know.
My low of the week, I was out in our Southern Shores, having insurance agency. And at night, I do Uber Eats. As me and Mel talked about on this podcast forever. I went out to do Uber Eats and got a boot on my car. Got a boot on my car while I'm out doing it. And dude was watching me go to the restaurant, put the boot on my car. By the time I came out, he was just eyeing me, waiting for me to get out the car and move. Because I parked somewhere I wasn't supposed to park in downtown Atlanta. And that was my low, man. That shit pissed me off. It was $75.
That's not terrible.
I mean, it's not terrible, but I don't want to pay nobody $75 for no fucking boot. It ain't even a boot I could wear. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't even a fashionable boot. It wasn't no Nike boot. Motherfucker tried to put some shit on my car. That was my low, which was a pretty tame low because I've been having an amazing week because it's my birthday week. And that was my high. It's my birthday, Queens. I must say bitches. Mm-hmm. Queens, it's my birthday, Queens. So I thoroughly enjoyed myself the week. And I went to the beach a few weeks ago. That was the beginning of my birthday vacation, birthday celebration, I guess I should say. Mm-hmm. And then we had the game night, erotic game night. I cannot tell you guys what happened there on this platform.
Mm-hmm. You gotta go to
I will not. But you can pay at patreon.com/a pod named Kickback. And I'm going to tell you exactly what happened.
Because it was going down.
It went down. Unless somebody's watching that I love and is mad at me, then it didn't go down. But if everybody else is watching, it went down.
Lord.
It went down, man.
Creepy ass. Lord.
And yeah, I promise you, go to Patreon for this fucking story.
You gonna love
and the pictures and some video footage.
Yeah.
I'm not playing with you.
Yeah.
I'm keeping it above.
It was great. It was great.
Yeah.
It was a great night. Like
it was, man.
So good that like we definitely are doing more events.
Yeah. And we'll let some kickbackers come to maybe the next event or the event after that. We got to vet y'all a little bit, Rona, all that shit. See who got their vaccinations. But we might open this up at some point to the kickbackers. If you're a kickbacker, you're on Patreon, you might get a golden ticket. You might get a golden ticket. Okay. Yeah, it comes with an orgasm. But having said that, our kickback fact of the week now.
So if I said to you, Valo Gulish, do you know what that means?
Yes.
What does it mean?
I was lying.
That's okay. What about Dracarys?
Oh, that fire.
Okay. Well, Game of Thrones fans, guess what? You too can learn how to speak High Valyrian, which is the language of those spoken from Essos.
Yeah, I'm from Southwest Essos.
You're from South Essos?
Not Funtown, Essos. I'm gonna do Funtown. Fuck that.
Yeah, so apparently there is a new online course available from Duolingo that will teach you how to speak in High Valyrian, which is going to be important for when they do this new Game of Thrones series.
So it is coming.
Yeah.
What is it?
They're recording. They're like shooting it now.
What's it based on?
It's based. So it goes back to like the beginning. So when the Targaryens, when Aegon the Conqueror was coming over from Essos, over to Westeros, this is basically the story we're getting about Aegon the Conqueror. So we're gonna see the Dance of the Dragons. We're gonna see a whole lot of shit.
Okay.
This is like a lot of lore. So for those of y'all who have done the deep dive into Game of Thrones like myself, listen to YouTube videos and podcasts and all that other shit that just feel like you're a Game of Thrones aficionados, you'll be able to speak or at least listen to them speak in High Valyrian and not necessarily need to use subtitles, even though they're going to put subtitles up there anyway, but you're going to know what they're saying.
It's an actual college course you can take.
It's on Duolingo. It's an online course.
Okay, online course.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can I just say that the woman that I thought was the least attractive on that show, by the end of the show, I realized she was the most attractive woman.
Who? Sansa?
Sansa.
Sophie Turner bad as shit.
I'm gonna give her like 7 things. Like, I swear for God.
Yeah, Sophie Turner is bad.
And I ain't even in the way with her, but I would get into it.
Yeah, no, Sophie Turner, she's bad. Because, Daenerys, she looks real plain Jane when she's not dressed as Amelia Clark.
But she can't control the dragon. You know what I'm saying?
Dracarys.
Right. And she can do that shit. I'm like, oh, yeah, tongue in her butt.
Oh,
but
God.
She can't do it. I'm like, oh, no tongue in your butt. No.
So, Valimagurus.
Means tongue in the butt?
Almond must die.
Jesus.
Yeah?
What kind of shit's going on here?
Child.
Where's Kevin Samuels when you need him? Shit.
Lord.
I need backup.
Well, apparently, according to Kevin Samuels, men are used to dying and sacrificing and trying to get it on their own, getting it out the mud, and women don't do that. So, because we have resources, like y'all don't have the same resources, but okay.
No, we don't.
Y'all do. Y'all just don't use them.
The government caters more to.
Okay, I'm talking about more so about like, okay, for instance, there was an example. So let's go ahead and jump into this.
Right. So my left stroke just went viral. Our viral story of the week is Mel's gay uncle Kevin Samuels. Nah, shout out to Kevin. I'm being funny. Shout out to Kevin. I don't hate Kevin. I'm not mad at Kevin. He cool with me. I'm just not a fan, but he cool with me. So I don't want nobody thinking I don't like him. He cool. He was on Joe Budden's podcast, who y'all know I fucking love. That's the Podfather. And it was an interview, and they were discussing some of his controversial takes, his controversial style, and some of his controversial opinions, beliefs, and facts. Just a moment of transparency. The few clips I've seen of Kevin Samuels, I thought he was a little abrasive, but I thought he was mostly right. And I also thought that he evokes emotional responses from women. But I also was corrected. I said all his fans were women. I'm like, it's always women on the show. He said out of his own mouth, the bulk of his fans are men. Mm-hmm. So I stand corrected with that. Because I was like, women are one of the ones watching that shit. I'm not watching no fucking Kevin Samuels. Nah, I don't need advice. I'm good with
women go on there voluntarily and subject themselves to whatever the fuck he's gonna say.
Women watching that's mad at me. I'm not good, but I'm good mostly. But having said that, what was your take, Mel?
I felt as if I still don't think Kevin Samuels likes women. To me, he has this idea, and granted, he was able to quote whatever the hell, whatever his resources were, whatever. But I definitely feel like he speaks in general broad terms that definitely don't apply to the women that I know. Okay. Because he was talking about, like, for instance, the whole public assistance thing. talking about when he was in college, or somebody was in college, and he was talking to a girl, and he's struggling to eat, and he's eating like ramen noodles, but the girl had food stamps, so she eating crab legs and shit. And he's like, damn, like, why didn't I think of that? Well, that's your fault. That's not.
Well, in that situation, yes.
Yeah, he made it seem as if women don't get it, don't go after it, don't have to do things on their own because there's always public assistance to fall back on. And I'm like, well, the majority of women that I know are not on public assistance. Like, especially the single mothers, they get it on their own. Some with child support, some without.
I know a lot of black women that's getting out the mud. I've said this many times, and I'll say this again. Some of my mentors are sisters, younger than me. And I'm your mentor. You're my mentee.
I'm totally
you're like an alto. You're my mentee.
I'm your mentor.
You are totally an alto.
You are definitely
you
my
are an
mentee.
alto. You're my mentee.
You are my
You're
mentee.
mentee. You're like Scope.
Mentee.
You're like Scope or Listerine.
No, you're my mentee.
You're my mentee.
My mentee.
I'm your mentor.
You're my mentee.
Men go places. It's called a mentor.
No.
Men,
no, you're reaching. You're reaching. Reaching far, reaching hard. Like, don't you run
from me. What you know about Sinbad? What you know about Sinbad?
Your mama said, drop your butt and run.
Y'all too young to know Sinbad the comedian. You should be too young.
Man, that shit was funny.
Then Don't You Run From Me? What was the other one that was the classic line from that stand-up special? It was Don't You Run From Me. And then he had another line. I don't remember what it was.
I don't remember either.
I'm going to find that. Because that Sinbad special was funny as fuck.
It was.
And that's from the 80s.
Yeah.
How the hell do you know that?
Man, I got an old soul.
Okay. That works. Works for me. Back to Kevin Samuels. The examples you bring up, I can't defend. And I can't defend everything about him, and I don't even want to be honest. But I do find it curious that he lets women know. I think he gives them a more realistic gaze. Like with me, I know I'm not every woman's desire. I don't think that I'm going to walk in. Well, I just think I'm going to women to get whatever woman I want. I do think that. But I know that there are women. I know Ashanti ain't really checking for me. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And I know that if I met her today, she ain't going to be blown away by my apartment. You know what I'm saying? I know that. But if you a fucking fool if you think I'm not going to shoot my shot.
Question.
So I don't like that he tells people not to shoot the shot.
Because he's definitely known for rating women, right? Mm-hmm. So apparently he rated Saweetie as like a 6. Have you ever seen Saweetie?
Yes.
Would you give her a 6?
6
okay, once you strip away all the things, all the makeup, the weave, like, how would you rate her? Because I want to see he rated Beyonce at 8.
I don't think I would give Saweetie a 6.
No lashes, no weave, no nothing.
Well, I'm putting up pictures of Saweetie.
Right.
That seems to
but
be.
That's not a natural picture. She's very much made up right there. She has no lashes. Her face is beat. I don't think you'll ever see a picture of her without.
I googled no makeup. Damn it.
Yeah, that's just a natural look, but that's very much so made up.
Okay. Let's see if we can find. That ain't even her. Was that even her?
What was that? That's not her.
That's her. Oh shit. Love for the what you call this?
That's a natural hair. That's a natural picture.
I think Saweetie is a 7 or 8, just natural. If this is her and this is natural,
okay,
I think she's beautiful.
I think so too. So I don't know where the fuck he came with the 6.
I don't know either. And Beyonce, I guess if you strip everything away from Beyonce, she's an 8.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Okay, I would rate Beyonce higher than Saweetie, but I'm sporting Saweetie.
Okay.
Why am I calling her Saweetie? That's how it's spelled, but it's really Sweetie.
Well, I call her Saweetie.
What is it?
I say Saweetie. Everybody I know says Saweetie.
Okay, so I'm right.
I don't know,
Maybe.
because the younger kids, they say it's Sweetie. But I'm like, it's Saweetie. I don't care what y'all say. It's Saweetie. You have SAW. It's right. It's Saweetie.
Boom. Okay, so Saweetie, I would support Saweetie. I would have her on my arm. Like I would pay some bills. She would get bills paid. I would pay some bills. So, like, my opinion, she ain't no damn 6. I only take them 7 and up. You know what I'm saying? Like the soda.
Yeah, she definitely don't look like a 6.
Soda.
What the fuck?
You know, I'm out. I take them, man, I take them 7 and up. Like the soda. You hear me? I call them sodas. My girls are 7 and up. I'm like, no, that's a soda right
I'm like,
there.
if those are 6s and 7, if that's a 6 and an 8, what the fuck would he rate me? Well, I think I'm just as pretty as both of them.
But you got.
I just don't have a bag like them.
Assets.
Okay. I do have more assets.
They do.
I do.
And they're on full display at the Patreon. Sign up for
Patreon. Definitely Patreon. Y'all gotta see it. It was great. It's great.
It's crazy. Kevin, there are things I disagree with him, but I think he's right when he be talking to women and telling them, you know, where they are. But I just don't think where they are is as limiting as he.
Yeah, I definitely don't like his delivery and his. I feel like he generalizes women. I don't feel like he likes women.
Yeah, and you know what's funny? How do you feel about this? He is starting to seem to me like all of the feminists. Like I honestly think feminists like hate men. Mm-hmm. I think they date men, they procreate with men, but I think they hate men. Like it was a girl podcast out here in Atlanta called Mixed Signals, and they just hated men. Like that's all they talked about. I had them on here, and they just hated men. It was just like this was weird. Like you literally hate men, but you like dick, and you want to have kids, and you.
That sounds like Kevin Samuels, because I definitely don't think he likes women. He doesn't see them as being anything of value outside of being creatures that men procreate with.
I didn't tell you the value of women. Women get your life together. Women will, not that your life should be fucked up and you got to become a woman, but women will get you in line. Like women have been some of my biggest allies. That sounds like a big word, but like women, a black woman will get you straight. You gotta have like 3-4 female best friends that are black women. You got to, like, it's non-negotiable. Your female best friends will sniff out the bullshit in the other women. What? Okay. The other women, they'll sniff out the bullshit with your niggas. If you ain't got 2-3 women that on speed dial, I don't know what kind of life you living.
Yo, that reminds me of like the whole thing about men taking women, like taking their friends out on friend dates and stuff, like which would be for us just going out to eat. Like there was like a dude I saw in the Black Men Don't Cheat group talking about like, I don't give a fuck, I'm not just gonna be no friends with no woman, like we not just going to be going out to eat if I'm not getting something in return for it. And I was like, that's so fucking sad. That you have such a limited view on like the value of women in your life. Like all you see them for is just sexual objects, and like we bring so much more to the table than that. Like having friends of the opposite sex is such a bonus in your life. Like
you
need them because they can give you a different perspective on things. Sometimes you need that sounding board. It's nothing wrong with having friends of the opposite sex.
It's weird that we gotta even tell you guys that. Well, maybe we're not talking to Kickback.
Niggas is young.
Oh,
yeah. These little young boys. I mean, but now, let me not say that because there are men in your age group, which is also
our age group
stretching into mine because there is an age difference here.
Oh, that ain't what? There's an age difference? Now that I'm 45, you want to distance yourself from me?
You are old.
Oh, okay.
But no.
When you gonna be 40?
Next year.
You right there.
But that's next year, not this year. So I'm still 30.
But I thought women age in dog years.
No, nigga, your ass is aging in dog years. Keep trying me. I'm a dog walk your ass.
Damn! Shout out to the dog DMX.
Oh.
We did talk about it.
Yes, well, we know what we need to talk about,
Black
and it's
Rob.
not. Yeah, it's not even up there.
Yeah, really quickly, man. Rest in peace of Black Rob. Black Rob passed away yesterday on my fucking birthday.
Yeah.
Due to complications from having multiple heart attacks and strokes,
strokes, because he's had multiple strokes.
Yeah, it's like 5.
Yeah.
He did a video in tribute to DMX, and then he did another video saying that he was basically homeless and trying to get somewhere.
And there was like a GoFundMe started for him.
There was GoFundMe. Diddy reached out allegedly to try to help, and then he fucking died.
Yeah.
Like, my God, man. Like, we literally saw him in the hospital bed looking like it was damn near over.
Yeah.
Then we saw him talking about being homeless, and he was sitting up at least, so it looked like, oh, he's okay. He can get through this. And then the very next fucking day he dies? The very next day. That I was in the barbershop yesterday when I got the news, and I was just like, Slim.
Yeah.
Like, the fuck, dog? It hit me like, whoa. That's all I can say, man. And if I had the speakers and shit plugged up, we'd be playing Whoa right now. But like, damn.
That shit was the giant, dude.
Nigga. Black Rob.
I saw that nigga at Norfolk State Homecoming.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Back in the 60s?
Nah, nigga, that was around when you was born.
Whoa, wow. Whoa, man.
I saw him because Molly used to go to Norfolk State. And I went up to Norfolk State for homecoming. Mom actually used to date Rob.
Another one of your friends.
Oh, stop fighting on my friends, bro. You got options. Leave mine alone. But yeah.
Anyway, rest in peace, Black Rob, man. Like Whoa is gotta be a top 100 rap song of all time.
You could tell she was Whoa.
I hope
More or less.
I don't want to put it on Diddy to do, but I hope that Diddy finds it in his heart to make sure that your family's taken care of.
Yeah, something needs to give because I feel like artists just be popping up homeless and shit. Like these niggas need retirement plans.
we been talking about the rapper pension.
They need something.
And the rapper union.
There needs to be something because this is
Everybody
just not cool.
Isn't as lucky as DMX, and I'll tell you what I mean. He decided to deal with Def Jam prior to his death, and he recorded the full album. But a lot of times when you're an old rapper, quote unquote, washed up, done, been through what DMX has been through, ain't no major label gonna touch you. You gotta go to some small indie label.
Niggas love DMX.
Look, like
everybody's not as fortunate to have that run like he had.
I made a post when he passed that DMX has gotten me through some of my hardest days for 23 years. When I was going through the shit with the 5, I was playing I was still with you. Dog, nigga, what? Ride till we die. It's on to the sub. Thick like blood. Where's my dog? There's my dog. Who I am is who I am. Who I am is who I am. Either accept it or don't fuck with me. But if we gonna be dogs, then you stuck with me. Let me go my way, but walk with me. See what I see. Then talk with me. Like, X got me through, so yes, to your point. X got me through horrible times in the 90s. And you know what I went through this year? Got me through that. So, he should have money. He should have a pension. He should have something. And maybe Black Rob
broke at one point in time too, right?
Yeah, he had lost all his money.
Yeah. So yeah, he's definitely.
He was on his way back up, and I almost feel like, dang, is that what made him relapse? Life is good again. You feeling good again? Now let me go get
because a lot of people had the same reaction that you had to him, seeing him on Versus. Like, he's fat, so he's good. Like, yeah.
That
but you never know
touched
what's
my
going on with it.
fucking heart. Like it hit me heavy in the heart watching DMX Versus and seeing him and Snoop and seeing how much weight he had gained. Because that, to me, that meant he not on crack. He not smoking. Look how fat he is. He's eating.
Fat as hell.
He's eating meals. And I wonder if the industry did this. Like, he back recording, back making music. It's the pressures to making music, the pressures to making hit. You back on a major label. Or you just, like with me with drinking. I drink when I'm having fun. I drink when it's a good time. And then I'll drink when I'm pissed off or some bullshit going on. And I just wonder, like, was the industry getting to the point where he was like, I'm gonna give me a drink, I'm gonna smoke this, I'm feeling good, I wanna turn up? Or was it like the pressures of the industry, I need to smoke this? But whatever it was, or just the addiction, but whatever it was, it took him from us. And I was so sad yesterday morning, because when I was at the barbershop, the DMX Snoop Versus was on. And when he played Slippin', I did not cry. But I was like, I want to cry on my birthday. I'm literally going to cry on my birthday. Like literally.
You cried that night, so.
That was JB.
Your eyes were sweating.
My eyes are sweating. I wasn't crying. But no, I will share this with y'all off of Patreon. They was like, make a wish, make a wish. I was like, I got my wish. My brother's in it. And I said that, and it hit JB in the heartstrings, and we had a moment. But it was a good moment. You know, black men showing love for each other. That's some real shit. Like,
yeah, it was very nice to see. I was so excited. I was standing behind y'all like.
But it was definitely good to see. Call JB. We gonna call JB for this 9-year anniversary that we celebrating. And bother his ass.
Should I FaceTime him?
Yeah, FaceTime. He gonna be like, what the fuck? He gonna know what it is. He gonna be recording.
Walking past the mirror. Ooh, damn fine. Answer the phone, JB. Oh, okay. I was gonna be like, answer the phone. Answer the phone.
You gotta get him close to him.
So we're doing the
You're
show.
live on the air.
Mm-hmm. And we're just talking about it being the 9-year anniversary, and we couldn't like not talk to you with it being the 9-year anniversary show. So.
Okay, say all of that again, because I didn't hear any of that.
Okay. Today is the 9-year anniversary episode.
Oh shit.
Right.
Okay.
So we couldn't talk about it being 9 years without having one of the original people, you know, give their comments.
Had to call you.
Look, nigga, we finding a way to get your ass on this show.
So what's going on? Are we talking, or are we, meaning the kickbackers, also talking?
The kickbackers are also talking. We are live, nigga.
Okay, that's what's up. Yeah, man, what's up, y'all? It's JB Frank of that Gangsta Geek, always still representing the NWA, Nerds with Attitude. Thank y'all for reaching out to me on this anniversary, and congratulations on keeping it moving. But I mean, real talk, y'all doing big things, man. I ain't mad at all. Big things.
Mel told the kickbackers we was crying last night at my birthday party.
I wasn't crying, nigga. I gave you a big ass hug, but I didn't cry. Well, I don't know if you was crying, but I wasn't crying.
Man, that's what Mel said.
I said y'all eyes were sweating.
I stamped that. I was not crying yesterday, and it's not to say that I didn't cry before when you and I hugged it out.
Right. They think we mad at each other, we hate each other. JB, will you explain to the people that that couldn't be further from the truth?
That could not be further from the truth. And real talk, kickbackers, like, this break is not about beef. This break is about perspective. So, I'm a father. I'm focusing on my children. My children are doing homework right now, and I'm keeping an eye on them. And that's what it is. So this isn't about beef. This is just about a change in perspective and about aligning priorities. And I want to make that abundantly clear. Let me say it again. Let me say it out loud. There is no beef.
Boom.
You and I.
The air horns. Oh, I'm coming to get hugs from my goddaughter and my godson after the pod. For my birthday. Are they gonna be gone?
They gonna be. I'm taking them back.
Ah.
That homework, and then I gotta give them back to their mom's house.
Ah.
So they can get ready for remote learning tomorrow in school. It's all about school. My baby girl wants to go to Harvard. My baby boy wants to go to Georgia Tech. So we got a lot of work to do. It's no time for bullshit. So it's all about getting them academically prepared and real nigga shit. Like, that's what the focus has been, literally.
Boom. Well, this is what we're gonna do.
Turned up like a motherfucker last night.
Oh, we told them.
There.
We told them they gotta go to Patreon for the details, but they know it was lit. So now, this is what I'm gonna challenge you with, JB. As you're leaving, stop by here. The door is open so I can hug my god kids for my birthday.
Man, absolutely.
Boom.
No question. No question. They will definitely give their Uncle New birthday hug. No question about
Boom.
that. But Ariella's got to get page 2 done on her homework. So fuck that. So, when that's done, then we'll stop through and yeah, no doubt.
Boom. So 9 years, man. How you feel from where we started to where we at right now? One final thought for the kickbackers. All that we've been through, all the stories we covered, all the elections, all the murders, all the hit records, all the porn stars that threw up in our sink, all the shit we've been through.
It's been a hell of a journey, but it's always been like this. You know what I'm saying? It's always been an upward trend. We've always been growing. I know the show is growing right now. I see y'all doing big things, great things with the show right now. I know things are only moving forward. So the length of time is a matter of celebration, not a matter of stopping and saying that this is where we are. The time that we have put into it and the work that y'all are putting into it only means that it's going to continue to grow and continue to move forward. And I look forward to seeing that, anticipating that, and we'll see what happens. That's all I got to say.
Mel got a question for you.
I do?
Mm-hmm.
What is it? When you coming back? Because I listen, I said what I said yesterday.
I said what I said yesterday, too.
Mm-hmm.
Can we talk on Thursday?
Okay. All right.
Tuesday, because we turning up for the verses.
For 420.
420. Method Man, Red Man.
Right. We did reschedule that. And so, Tuesday we gotta talk about that other thing we talked about too with the business. So let's get up on Tuesday and we'll wrap some more.
Okay.
That's the back kickbacks. We might have some extra Patreon for y'all on Wednesday. You never know. But JB, I love you, bro. I'm so happy you was there yesterday. We turned up, had an amazing time. Thank you for, I'm happy you could share this with us. I want to go do this episode 9-year anniversary without you, period. So I'm glad that you answered the goddamn phone. And I'm just happy.
Because I was over here like, he better answer the phone.
You called me and I was like, ain't they? Yeah, okay, yeah.
You already knew what was going on.
Yeah, not stupid, but yeah. Yeah, no doubt. Well, I hope y'all finish out the show strong. I know there's a ton of shit to talk about.
Yep.
And I'll keep it a buck with y'all kickbackers. Like, New and I talk damn near every goddamn day. So even though you're not hearing my voice, you're still hearing my perspective colored through his perspective.
Yep.
Because we talk all the time. Am I lying?
No, you are not. No, you are not.
Bet that. So, enjoy the rest of the show. I know y'all got a lot to get into. I know the kickbackers are gonna love it. Make sure y'all dine them out on Patreon because this week, this month, Patreon is gonna get y'all a serious bonus. You see how bad I look right now? I'm not lying. You see how bad I look right now? I'm just gonna say Patreon. That's all I gotta say.
Boom.
Patreon.
Yeah.
Alright,
nigga, tell me you love me too, nigga.
I love you, nigga.
I love you too, nigga.
Love you too, bro.
Alright, man. Y'all be good.
Alright,
Bye.
that's your JB Frank exclusive kickbackers. Had to get him on this motherfucker. Going from the happy, and we gotta go into a little darker place right now. Should we unpack that or move on?
Let's move on.
Okay. So, our what the fuck story of the week. Daunte Wright's murder. You want to take this?
Alright. So, we can't sit in our backyards. We can't go to the store and buy tea and Skittles.
Nope.
We can't have a broken tail light. We can't be
Sleep in our bed.
sleeping in our beds. We can't be riding with our families in our vehicles and lawfully carrying a firearm. And we can't have air freshener hanging from the windows either. Because that's what happened with Daunte Wright. He was pulled over in Minnesota, Brooklyn Center, like the one that says the name of the city.
Yep.
In Minnesota. And apparently police officers can't tell the difference between a taser and a gun. A taser that you carry on the other side of your body, not the same side. You carry it on your non-dominant side. You carry your gun on the dominant side and your taser on the other side. And apparently this particular police officer didn't know the difference between the two. Because he was pulled over, like I said, for having air fresheners, hanging from the rear view mirror. And then upon running his information, they found out he had a warrant for his arrest. A warrant that was issued because he failed to appear in court. And you know why he failed to appear in court? Because the court system had the wrong address for him. On some dumb shit. So
My God.
he had this warrant out and they were going to take him in, and a struggle ensued. And he gets in the car and is trying to drive away, and the officer, a female officer, a white lady, been on the police force for like 25 years. She actually trains new officers. Yells, "Taser, taser!" and clearly has a gun in her hand and shoots him in the chest. He died. They mistake everything in the world for they've mistaken cell phones for guns. They've mistaken food for guns.
and now they're mistaking
a taser. No, they're mistaking a gun for a taser.
So they're just confused.
And I feel like they're gonna try to use the fact that she screamed taser as like as a defense.
Fuck that defense, first of all, and fuck that bitch. Fuck that.
She resigned, and so she was able to keep her pension.
That disgusts me. She's only eligible for 10 years in prison. The charges that they're bringing up against her is a maximum of 10 years in prison. She took that man's life without a fucking second thought. I do not buy that she made a mistake. She thought she had a taser, but she really had a gun. Like, fuck up my face with that shit.
They're not even the same color.
Don't even insult me. I'm not playing these games with you racist ass crackers. I'm not playing these fucking games. And my people not playing these fucking games neither. The fact that she's can only be charged with manslaughter 2, I think, and it's a maximum of 10 years. I'm disgusted by that.
Mind you, this is all taking place right down the street from where the Derek Chauvin trial is going. It's taking place right now.
For the murder of George Floyd.
Right. That just happened a year ago. Not even a year ago. So
we've been covering police killing unarmed black people on this podcast since its inception 9 years ago. But like I said earlier, we had that special episode because there's so many black people being killed that we stopped our summer break, and which is part of the reason that Mel is even here. Because we were at the booth kicking it. We got to address this shit, stopped the summer break, did that episode. 4 years later, we're here. And we're still discussing the same thing. Unarmed black people being killed by racist cracker cops who use the simplest of defenses. It was my gun, but I thought it was my taser. I broke into the house and I thought it was my apartment.
Right.
But it really wasn't. So I shot him because I thought it was my house. These fucking... we've learned that white police officers are pretty fucking incompetent.
And they get away with this shit because you know who gets held accountable? The black cops or the women. Because she's probably gonna get held accountable for this. Just like the black cop who accidentally shot that white lady. They held him accountable for this. But let you be a white man who takes the life of a black person, you're getting off scot-free.
You good. Not scot-free, we're gonna hold you accountable. We're gonna tell them your name, your address, we're gonna put the information out there.
Speaking of telling them your name and your address, did you see the other video about the dude in the military who pushed a black kid? And black people were not going for the shit.
They showed up.
He was harassing the shit out of that boy. Okay? He was walking through the neighborhood.
Like it's apartheid. He gotta prove he lives there.
Bruh. Asking him all kinds of questions. But then, you want all this information out of this dude, but then when he asks you the exact same questions, you don't want to give him that information. Man,
the wife we don't have to answer your questions.
Well, then he don't have to answer your dumb ass either.
And I'm going with you to the gym next week.
Something. You got the wrong neighborhood. You know who had the wrong neighborhood? Him. Because the next day, black people showed up. And they were outside of his house, for hours. The police had to come and take him away.
Escort him out?
Yes.
We're not having it no more. Racist crackers. We're not having it.
Racist Rick?
Racist Rick? Oh, I know Racist Rick was so happy about the Georgia voting laws. Yeah, fuck you. Dog, that video made me want to weight train and make sure I'm in optimal fighting condition. I'm 45. I'm not a young man no more. So my 20-year-old fighting ability is not my 45-year-old fighting ability.
Yeah.
But however, I'm about to get sharp again because if I was there, I would have swung on the sergeant, the military guy, and he probably would have kicked my ass. So I'm about to make sure I'm in good shape so that if I see a racist ass cracker soldier harassing a black kid, I can handle that situation accordingly. And I'm not speaking of hyperbole. I'm going to get in shape and I'm going to get my hands back right because
you will catch these hands.
You don't catch these hands if I see it.
We tired. Black people are tired. We are tired. We've been having this fight for 400 fucking years. From slavery to now. Mm-hmm. We are tired. We're tired of being disrespected, mistreated. Like, it's just ridiculous. Shit has to stop. And we not going to allow y'all to keep harassing us for just existing while being black.
Right. How crazy is that? We are dealing with harassment, as Mel said, from existing as black. The fuck, dog? He's breathing while black. It's unacceptable.
Running through your neighborhood while black. Ahmaud Arbery.
Selling a cigarette while black.
Eric Gardner.
You know what the sad part is? We could do this for the next hour of the show.
And still have names left over.
Yeah. And we can't say every name. Sandra Bland. Philando Castile.
That Philando Castile shit still fucks me up.
You know what fucks me up the most about that?
What?
His daughter comforting the mother.
Yeah. It's okay, mommy. Yeah. And you know what? I've like heard reports of Minnesota just being Alabama with snow.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. Shout out to all of the entertainers and athletes that are removing themselves from those cities, whether it's film projects, music projects. Like, we're not going to do things here as long as you have fucked up legislation. That is a start.
Like Will Smith blowing his project out of Georgia.
Yep. That is a start.
Brian Kemp, fuck you.
And I know there are some black people, some minorities, some good-hearted white people who are going to miss out on job opportunities. Mm-hmm. It's sacrifice. Achieving equal rights is not going to be a beauty pageant. Mm-mm. It's going to get ugly.
I'm tired of them telling us to wait, to be patient.
We're not waiting anymore. We're not waiting anymore. We don't want the rose. We want the wand. What?
I'm not touching that. I'm not touching that one.
All right. So we wish you. Shout out to our brothers and sisters. We wish you kings and queens. Yeah. Speaking of DMX, we weren't, but speaking of them, what these bitches want from a nigga came on. And I'm trying to, I don't say bitch or nigga no more. I don't say the B word.
What these queens want from a
king. Yes. But it's a lot of bitches in that song.
Yes.
Not just the names he mentioned, like not like a lot of women. It's a lot of the word bitch. Yeah. In that song. Yeah. And I was sitting there like, what these queens want from a king. It was Linda.
Somebody let me know. No.
Wait a minute, I look fat. I'm
so why? Look, look at my roll.
That's why I keep the camera up so high.
No, it looks bad though.
It only do beard and up when I do it.
And we're off center. You really need to be like over here.
Why are we always off center?
Because you don't know how to act right.
I think you be doing it.
No, because I was actually centered. You were not. You be over. See, look at it. It looks way better now. I be knowing things.
Well, you should have been told us to do that.
I did.
No, you didn't.
I said it at the beginning of the episode.
What you said?
I said we're off center.
Did you fix it?
I scooted over.
No, you were sitting right next to me.
And then you scooted over a little bit. We just never got it fully rectified.
So it's your fault?
No, it's yours because you sat there. So
what?
It's definitely not mine.
What?
So
what?
What?
Well, shit. Rest in peace, Daunte Wright. Positive energy to your family. I hope you guys get the optimum outcome of this terrible tragedy, and you can move forward, having achieved that outcome. But I definitely want to make sure you get it, and I'm going to do everything within my power and Mel as well to make sure that you actually get that optimum outcome.
They say that Daunte Wright's teacher is George Floyd's girlfriend.
It is George Floyd's girlfriend's sister.
Oh,
is the teacher.
I thought it was the actual girlfriend was the teacher.
I won't make any.
Well, there's some sort of connection between.
There's a connection, and
just like Emmett Till's mother used to babysit somebody else. It was like a weird connection that was drawn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like I fuck all your friends. Like it's like the connect.
Why you gotta bring that up?
Never mind. So actually, I don't, because if there's a woman watching that's mad at me, I do not do that.
He lying.
Just for the record, I love you.
Don't.
What? No, movie cat. Ah. Okay.
What? What the fuck was that?
Oh no, I'm trying to get out the doghouse. All right, so
don't be mad at him.
Don't be mad at me.
It was a lot going on.
But I was praying. So our Don't Be Dumb Award. Don't Be Dumb. Our Don't Be Dumb Award goes to Male's First White Crush.
No.
Matt Gaetz.
And for those of y'all who don't know, Matt Gaetz is a Florida congressman who is in trouble. He has like over 30 allegations against him for sex trafficking and things of that nature. Sex trafficking, like sleeping with underage girls, taking them out of the country for sex, like it's all kind of shit. Him and his buddy, they like both in trouble. And his brother, his boy is like working out a plea deal. But that ain't what we was talking about. What was the whole thing? What was the story with Matt Gaetz? I'm sorry.
Basically he's the scandal, like the Republican scandal. Like he has women, underage women. These frat parties. Mm-hmm. He's like a frat boy, mm-hmm. and girls, they invite women to these parties. They're talking to them about politics, and then they're getting them naked and using a wand on them. Whoa, that sounds like a part of Kickback. Wait a minute. Whoa. Oh, our women are of age. There's a difference, Matt Gaetz. There's a difference. Our women are at least
he's trying to get 45 to preemptively give him a pardon? Before, obviously before 45 left office, but he was trying to get him to give him a pardon.
And he didn't, but he gave Kodak Black and Lil Wayne one.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting.
He didn't get, because the whole investigation started under the Trump administration when Bill Barr was the Attorney General. This started last January 2020, that this whole investigation initially started. Okay. And so, Trump was sweeping a lot of shit under the rug, but he did not let this one go, which I found interesting because, the whole Epstein thing, and Epstein having all those allegations against him about sleeping with underage women, and that was so closely tied to Trump. So I thought it was very interesting that, nothing came out of it. But yeah, he definitely asked for a pardon, a preemptive pardon to absolve him of any wrongdoings that he had done prior to whatever craziness. Like, weird.
I mean, I don't even know what the hell to say, but Matt Gaetz, fuck you too. I don't know. But that's probably Tupac. Cheeto XL, fuck you too. Matt Gaetz, fuck you too. All you motherfuckers, fuck you too. So that should be the segment. We should have a segment called Fuck You Too.
Oh. Next week.
New
segment alert.
New segment alert?
I was going to say, new Joe Budden. We need to drop.
Parts. This is parts. What would your drop be?
Mailbag. I just stole your shit.
Why you gonna steal my shit? Mailbag. You actually must listen to my music. You actually know my little tagline.
No, you've said it before. I don't listen to your music.
Why don't you listen to my music?
I just don't.
I mean, it's old now.
It is old now.
It's probably outdated. Probably won't work with the new Little Baby and Gunna. But in my day.
Little Baby and Gunna.
In my day. You don't listen to them anymore?
No. I listen to Little Baby. I'm looking at your ceiling. There were like lines right. I was like, was there cracks in the ceiling? No. Little Baby and Gunna. I listen to Lil Baby. I don't listen to Gunna.
It might not flow with your Moneybagg Yo mix.
Yeah, because you know I love me some Moneybagg.
That's my guy. That's my guy.
Gotti. I love me some Yo Gotti. Hey,
Yo Gotti.
Yo Gotti.
One of my favorite rappers.
Slide my DM. It goes
Oh,
down.
well.
It goes down in the DM.
Oh, what's going on here?
I may not be Angela Simmons, but yeah. I feel like I look better than Angela Simmons for real. Like,
And if you saw Mel last night at my birthday erotic game night, you would agree. But Patreon. We're not going to talk about that here. Patreon. Patreon.com/a pod named Kickback.
I should have seen me and I was showing that meat.
All Mel's brothers were conflicted in the corner. I'll just put it to you that way. Unless they have girlfriends and they weren't.
Well, no, they still felt conflicted because the girlfriends were looking too.
That the girlfriends told me they were looking. So that's true. The girlfriends were like, yeah, we looking at me. I was like, oh, okay, all right.
Yeah.
Patreon, not here. Patreon.com/a pod named Kickback. Our Nipsey Hussle Award goes to
Us.
Us.
Not them.
Not them.
Us.
Us.
Woo, we did that at the same time. Totally unrehearsed.
Man, yeah, I might think it's corny. I know. I'll give you a quick story. I was dating a chick. Shout out Gooch.
What up, girl?
Had an internet radio show. I had done the internet radio and I had done regular AM radio at Bowie State. Shout out Bowie State. Let me do a radio show on your campus. When I was a rapper, in my rapper days, and I did internet radio with You Are Singing. Shout out JB, not our JB, the other JB, the educated thug, for giving me an opportunity to do a radio show with him, internet radio show with him. And I stopped doing radio altogether. And dating Gooch, I was like going to her show every week. And I talked to the guy who ran her station. And I told him that I'm moving to Atlanta in a few months. And I want to start a show when I get there. And he said, you need this. And we'll run it on the network. I hit JB. JB was like, I'll help you, but I don't really want to do a show. Like, give me the software, I'll figure it out, but I'm not doing it with you. I'm just I'll assist you, but I don't want to do the show.
Right. Did the show.
And then, so like, a month out, he's like, well, our boys, the 5, told us not to do the show. And I was like, fuck y'all, I'm going to do it. I want to do it.
They told y'all not to do the show?
Yeah, they was like, don't do it.
Why?
I don't know. Didn't have it wasn't a good enough reason for me, obviously.
Right. I'm just curious.
It convinced. I didn't know why. I was like, that's stupid. Why not do it? Like what can hurt? Like,
right.
I was thinking that I was a rapper. Like, it's not gonna hurt my rap career. Like,
right.
What the fuck?
There's nothing to lose. It's everything to gain.
That's how I looked at it. And then about 2 weeks before the first episode, JB said, you know what? Fuck that shit. I'm gonna do the show with you. And I was like, that's all I've been saying the last 3 months. Thank you for getting on board. And we did the show, and we had guests every week. We used to order JoJo's chicken wings, and have chicken wings on the side, and a random stand-up mic for anybody that was over in our townhouse. We was roommates at the time that wanted to speak. Could go to that mic in the middle of the room, and there was no video. We did that for like 2 years. And then we made a video, and then we left that internet radio station and did it on our own. We made a Ustream video, Periscope, all the little video sites. Mm-hmm. And then when Facebook announced that they were doing Facebook Live, and Mel was here before then, but that's when Mel officially came back and the show really shifted. Because the show was called The New The Mayor Show
with JB Frank.
Then
it became Kickback TV, live from Atlanta.
It was Kickback TV, live from Atlanta, because we were live on Facebook, live. That was the whole thing, we were live.
Now it's a pod named Kickback. You say it's like a Tribe Called Quest.
You say the whole thing. And
that was so dope when everybody said it last night.
It was. We did it at my B-Day Kickback erotic game night. But Patreon, when I come talk about it, you gotta go to Patreon. Patreon.com/apartmentkickback. And we got JB to say it.
Yeah.
That's really
dope.
crazy.
It was so dope. It was so dope.
It was. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna hold you. That it was one of them.
He slipped into the voice and everything.
He did.
Like,
It was great, man. So 9 years. The show's gone through many iterations. I'm gonna try to shout out all of the hosts that we've had over the 9 years, almost decade.
Good luck.
Ivory Lust, Toots.
Yep, Toots.
Mel. Well, you were coming, I think, around that time.
Mm-hmm.
Then Tori.
The other girl that was on with Tori.
Meek.
Mm-hmm.
Lex. Drea. I'm trying to think of, I'm missing the name. I can't. No disrespect. I'm 45. I'm old. I can't remember fucking name.
You look like Country Road when you did that.
Jesus Christ. I can't remember her name, but you know who you are, and your boyfriend who did the video. Mia! Shout out to Mia. I think she's mad at me now, but she was a part of the show, and I gotta give her credit. Jeremy and Nicole.
Mm-hmm.
F, they be called Gilman. That crawled
We need a Gelman appearance, man.
What do? We're gonna get Gilman back.
And his sound effects.
Right. And I'm gonna put the sound effects on the laptop.
We need to push buttons.
We're gonna figure this out.
Push a button, son.
Yeah, we gonna figure it
The
out.
hoe is mine. You know where that's from?
Yes, it's from our first fell in love with hip hop.
Brown Sugar.
Brown Sugar.
Yeah.
I was right.
People were missing my joke last night when I was talking about the nostalgia from Brookstone. I'm like, y'all ain't never seen Brown Sugar?
I seen Brown Sugar 80 times.
Yeah, but I was like, first of all, it's a nostalgia from Brookstone.
I want to put my tongue in
Sanaa
Lathan's pass, her pussy and ass.
Okay.
I want to be part of her future, but I want to put my tongue in her pass. Pussy ass. You hear me? Yeah. High five. Prayer hands. Okay. So
I hate you, yo.
What the hell are we talking about? Oh, 9 years.
Yeah.
I guess. So yeah, man, thank y'all for tuning in, man. It's some of y'all that's been here for 9 years. It's some of you who've been here for 9 episodes. It's some of you who've only been here for 9 minutes.
Yeah.
We talk about pop culture, politics, music, sex, and sports. You're not gonna get that anywhere else.
Celebrity gossip.
Especially with a man and a woman.
Yeah.
Or a man and a woman. I think man and a woman.
A beautiful woman at that.
A beautiful woman. And if you want to know how beautiful, go to patreon.com/apartmentkickback. Mel was in rare form. If you follow her on IG, you might have. What's your IG?
You got a preview. So mellow. The O's are zeros. SOMELO.
So S0 MEL0.
Yes.
I do.
He right. S0MEL0.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna put all this shit on Apartment Kickback IG.
Okay.
So follow Apartment Kickback on IG, and you'll get to see Melanie. See, we rappers. We should be a rap group or podcast. We can do either one. So we get the Nipsey Hussle Award. Rest in peace, Nip. Love you, Nip. All this Dean Max and Black Bar, all this death has reminded me. I still, as much as I love Tupac, I have still not cried for a celebrity more than I cried for Nip. Rest in peace, Nip. This award is named after you because of how much I love, respect, and admire Nipsey Hussle. Stream his music, it goes to his kids, the money.
Yep. They own the masters.
Facts. We on the masters of this podcast. We independent. Shout out, man. You know what? Shout out Tahoe. He was in Atlanta. Supposed to come to my B-Day kickback. Didn't make it. But shout out to him, man. Shout out to Tahoe. You shouldn't be here. Fuck wrong with you. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. You starting to turn into Mandy B. You starting to become another Mandy. I know Tahoe and Mandy got their issues, but Tahoe, you starting to treat me like Mandy treated you. And you know where that got Just wanted to put that out there.
Ooh, I don't know what happened, but
Shout out to Tron. I fuck with Tron. Tahoe, you doing some bullshit. But anyway, moving on.
Okay.
Well, actually, I get Tahoe credit. Tahoe had my back on some real shit, so I get Tahoe credit. But you should have made the goddamn party.
He feels away, so.
Yeah, I definitely feel away.
Just make sure you come to the next event.
Next event.
Because you don't want to miss the next one. The next one going to be stupid. The next one going to be stupid. Y'all, please stay tuned because the next one going to be stupid.
Stupid.
The amount of feedback we've gotten from this one, and once I posted them pictures, niggas was in my DM quick fast. I'm trying to come to the next one.
I wish I could tell you how many people had mind-blowing. You know what? Patreon.com/Kickback. Yeah. Moving on. Netflix and chill. I did not watch Falcon and the one-armed guy that kills people's mother.
Oh my God.
So I haven't seen the episode.
Which was a really good episode. But
I'll watch it. Snowfall! Do we have a Snowfall drop? Do we have a Snowfall? You know what our Snowfall drop gonna be? We gonna say, we gotta do our Franklin Saint. We gotta like, how long you been playing with T?
How long you been playing with T? Yeah, you got to put the little LA twang on.
Yeah. How long you been playing with T? Snowfall!
Oh, JB.
I think that's the kids.
That's the kids.
I think that's the kids.
Hold
on 1 second.
Yes, you forgot to unlock the door.
I did.
It's
your fault. It's your fault.
Of course, everything's
you did it. What up? Hey!
Ollie!
What up?
Hi, Kim.
Hold up, y'all gotta get on camera real quick.
Oh my God.
I don't even know how to get y'all on camera.
When did you color your hair?
I don't remember actually.
Oh Lord, we about to drop the bottle.
It was a while ago, and then
we almost like twins right now.
I know, right?
Come on in, have a seat, guys.
What's up, Kickbackers?
Come on, no, everybody's good.
Oh, come on, man.
Come on, get in here. Group hug. Ooh, the fam is here.
We in here deep. We got JB. Y'all been wondering, where's JB? Where's JB? There you go. There you go. We got my god kids, Ari, Kel. Hold on, Kel, we gotta do our thing.
Okay.
Y'all must not have been in a while.
Yeah, right. It's been a minute.
So everybody gets cracking. 1, 3, 2, 8, 7 million, 0. L, 2, L.
Hey! Yeah, we had to come through and make sure that my kids were able to wish their Uncle New a happy birthday. So here we are. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Shit, I thought y'all be through with it by now, but I guess y'all had a lot to.
It was long-winded.
Yeah,
it's really male. It's male.
It's a lot to talk about. It's a lot to talk about. So anyway, so yeah, happy to be back. Definitely want to wish y'all a happy birthday and everything. But
happy anniversary.
Yeah.
9 years.
9 years in this thing.
How old are you, Kim?
I am 11.
How old are you?
I'm 13.
We've been doing this show 9 years.
They know.
I mean, of course y'all know y'all been here the whole time. But that's a long time, right?
You should be in the room.
Yeah.
Like, hey, we're doing the show.
Sit down.
Keep the noise down.
Y'all
that y'all are still doing it, and
Oh, shit.
congratulations, happy anniversary. Keep doing the damn thing. And so, yeah, man, you know, that's all I gotta say, man. You know, we gotta keep it moving. You know, gotta get the kids back to their mom's house, make sure that they're ready for school. We had to wait a little minute to make sure Ari got page 2 of her homework done. I gotta tell you, like, it excites me to see my daughter drawing parabolic graphs on notebooks and shit.
It
but
excites you. It's hard and takes forever.
yeah, but it's supposed to. It's not supposed to be easy.
So, hold up. What are you drawing? Paraplegic? What's going on?
Parabolic graphs.
What are those?
They're complicated and really hard.
It's a quadratic equation. It's basically whenever you do like a square in an equation, so y equals x squared makes a parabola on the axis, and she's doing different, you know, different conversions of that. And so it's really exciting to see her getting into that sort of, you know, derivative level algebra. I love that. And so that's what we're focusing on, making sure these kids can knock out that Ivy League shit, because that's where it is. I want them to be rich when they're grown, and it's just that simple. So,
Right, so they can take care of their favorite uncle. Who
uh,
am I gonna live with, Kel or Ari?
I'd much
Depends
rather.
on who has a cleaner house.
Good answer. Well, thank you guys for coming through, wishing
No
me happy
doubt.
birthday, happy anniversary for the show. You know Uncle New loves ya.
We love
Right?
you too. We love you too.
Oh, say it on my name.
We love you too.
One more time.
We
It
love you too.
make me feel so good. One more time.
We love you too. We love you too.
Yeah. My God, kids love me.
One more thing, kickbackers. I'm going to get my second shot on the 29th. So make sure you go out there and get vaccinated. This herd immunity shit is very, very real. And if you got questions or objections or concerns, then reach out to him, because he'll reach out to me. So I can cuss you the fuck out for this. It's just that simple.
Which one you got, JB? You got Pfizer?
I got Pfizer.
Me too.
Pfizer straight up and down. That's the most prevalent one. It is the most effective one. It is the easiest one from what I've heard in terms of side effects.
Yeah.
My uncle, my parents, Aunt Joyce, everybody is taking the vaccine. So if you're young and you're tripping about side effects, you got to realize that people are 4 times your age are taking this vaccine. So you need to stop being stupid. Like real talk. That's all I got to say.
Well said, Gangster Geek has spoken. Don't get your daggone vaccinations.
Let's go. Y'all be good.
Bye, y'all.
Bye
It was so good to see you guys.
Love you.
Love you too.
LL Cool Kel.
Hey.
And what it do, Uncle New?
You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about?
You go slide into the wrong space
Get
again.
my drink.
Slide into the wrong space.
That's not what she said.
Wrong whole food.
It's always the right hole. You know what I'm saying? I mean, my
Let
unless
somebody
there's
put
a
something in your
woman,
asshole and see how much you like it.
I'm totally with the tongue.
That shit is for
I'm
exes
with
only.
a tongue. I like my ass.
I mean, I like my ass
I
too.
think the kickbackers know that.
But like, okay.
Oh,
Somebody try to fuck you in the ass and see how you like it.
whoa. Well, my God kids are no longer here.
Yeah, I
For
wasn't
this
gonna say that
part.
in front of them.
Jesus.
Well, you know,
Jesus.
back to our regularly scheduled program.
Snowfall.
Yes, y'all. So, how long you been playing me, T?
How long you been playing me, Tate?
So, man, we start the episode in Tanasi's apartment, and she's reached out to Man Boy like Franklin agreed to meet. You know what I'm saying? He said, meet him at the spot under the bridge, whatever. So,
Man, who had trepidation? You know what?
He agreed. Like, why you start doing this now? Like, and she's like, oh, you told me to get it done and I did. He's like, yeah, I've been telling you to get it done. Like, what led to it? Mm-hmm. And so she was like, yeah, y'all shooting Louis, you know, that's what prompted things to start moving. That's when the ball started moving.
Yep.
I'm gonna go to a Braves game. Sorry, that's just random because I see it on TV. But anyway,
we should go.
We should.
I've gone to like 4 or 5 Braves games.
They are so
because
much
of
fun.
you.
Yeah.
You and your girl got tickets.
Yeah.
And you know, I used to work across the street from Braves Stadium.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have that parking pass anymore.
Truist Park.
But we should still go.
But in any case, so, Man Boy, you know, he gets this information, he pulls up on T. Like, she's like, what are you doing here? You're supposed to be meeting Franklin. Mm-hmm. Whole time, Franklin inside the apartment. So he attempts to like pull a gun out on her. They start fighting. She has a knife on her, stabs him, and it goes to shit from there. Because that's when Franklin and them pop up. Like, because they was there the whole time. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Peaches and Jerome shot up Man Boy's crew in the cars outside. And then they come inside. And I don't know why she thought she was about to leave. Because Jerome was like, where you think you going?
Yeah, where you think you going? No, it was Peaches.
No, that was Jerome.
Okay, it was Jerome.
So, you see that happen, then they basically tortured Man Boy as he's talking shit to them, talking about, you think these niggas is gonna stand by you, blah, blah, blah. Yeah,
he was trying to call everybody out.
Yeah, he was.
Leon,
he was about to die.
Yeah, he was about to die. I'm going out. I'm speaking my
I'm about to fuck y'all up in the head mentally.
Yep.
So, yeah, he,
such a man boy.
Man Boy caught 3 hot ones. Yeah, because he got like 2 in the chest and 1 in the neck, and that was that. Like, man, he
lived way too long and got to say out all his shit he wanted to say.
He did. I'm
killing niggas before you say all that. You don't sit here and talk me to death.
Then we get to Wanda going to the strip club to go talk to Diamond.
That fucked me up.
To Black Diamond and
I'm like, is she real?
Dog, she played that shit so cool. Cause they like, don't you still look? She like, you know, I know where Leon at. And they like, don't you still love that nigga? Da, 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 da. And she's like, I did, but when I was in the hospital laid up, she's like, I took a bullet for that nigga and he didn't do shit for me. Which we knew, at that point, we knew that shit was bullshit. Because Leon paid for her ass to be in rehab. Like, so it's not like he didn't give a fuck about her. Like, and he's been trying to look out for her. He told her where to go when she got out of the hospital to go to Franklin's daddy's, you know, homeless shelter. So, who?
Leon
and Wanda? No, he ain't fucking her right now. She still looks crackish. So, but he still has a very soft spot in his heart for her. Though.
Why?
Why what?
She got a soft spot. Cause she got a soft spot.
Apparently, she was giving up that neck, man.
Like that soft spot?
He liked it. She got some serious neck action. He was not happy when she was slopping somebody off, like season 1. Man.
That was my head.
Man.
I could believe.
Yeah. So. Is that? Never mind. That's a totally different story. Anyway, so she talks to them and convinces them to take her to like this hotel that she says that Leon is hanging out at. And so they get there and they're like, how do you know Leon here? She's like, I followed him. They're like, how you follow him? You ain't got no car. She's like, I had a friend take me. So we knew cover's blown at this point.
Right.
Leah comes out, Franklin comes out, they all got guns. They like, look, we just want to talk. It's about Khadijah. Help us get Khadijah. You know, because because before that, Franklin and Jerome were in the hospital talking to Louis. Louis the one who planted that seed about getting Black Dynamite and Diamond to work for him in the first place.
Black women in
your circle.
You gotta have them.
She was like, that shit was about money. Talk to them too. They'll work with you. And sure enough, that's what ends up happening. And Jerome was not for this shit at first, but then Frank was like, nah, this is actually a really good idea, you know, whatever. So, they offered them to job security. Like, y'all ain't got the hustle all the time. Like, y'all got jobs, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but the money is more
yeah,
where
put
that
some money on them. They was like, they looked at it and they could cut too. Them reaching out to Khadijah, I guess, and telling them that they got Leon. And Scully was already like, man, he ain't want to do the shit.
He's over it.
Yeah, he's not trying to kill Leon no more. Because he's like, man, it basically, I think it's a karma thing for him. Because he's been saying for a while, like, I feel like God has been, like, punishing us because of everything that he did prior to all this shit happening. When he, like, crucified one of Man Boy's peoples and stuff like that. So, he wasn't really feeling this whole idea about getting Leon. And she's like, well, if you ain't trying to do this, we don't have nothing else to talk about. And so she's like, "Cause what if somebody, you know, tried to kill me? Would you ride for me?"
Khadijah.
Yeah. Well,
Khadijah.
they walk in. So the girls go get Khadijah. They all meet up and they walk into this spot. Leon looks like he's tied up, and Khadijah pulls out her gun, and one of the girls turns the gun on her.
Mm-hmm. It was like a girl putting a wand on another girl. That's how it looked to me. Like she was like, wow.
I'm sure it did.
To me, yes.
So, fuck, I need to send this message.
What?
Sorry, I had a thought. Yeah, man, I gotta relax. But anyway, she's like, whatever they're paying you, I'll triple it. And Franklin's like, triple it and it ain't gonna be enough. Like,
we
but
got
you
all
don't
the
know.
money.
Right, first of all, he got more money than you, bitch. Like, way more bread than you. And there's not enough money that you could offer that's going to get them to turn their back on them at this point in time. Because now, they have a home, essentially. You know what I'm saying? They got people they can work with. So next thing you know, we see Scully going down to the morgue and they pull Khadijah out. She's dead.
They tricked me because somebody had gotten shot, and I thought it was going to be them they pulled out, but it was Khadijah.
Mm-hmm.
Who died? Was it the reporter? Who died?
No, because the reporter, so I'm about to segue into that too. Well, not segue, but transition into that. Well, I could if I found a smooth segue. Anyway, so, we see Irene Abe at the bar working on her report, and Teddy pulls up. Teddy walks up,
Teddy P.
and he's like,
I think I better let it go.
basically, I did what I had to do for a reason. You may not like it. He's like, but they basically said that they are done with me, and I'm not going out like that. So he sits down with her and does an interview. She records everything. Like, he goes to get drinks at the bar, comes back, they start doing the whole interview. Then next thing you know, we see them leaving the bar. She's lit, can barely compose herself. He's like, yeah, you know, I'll talk to you later.
Get you a lift. I'm calling New Mail to come get you.
He's like, I can call you a cab, da-da-da-da-da. She's like, no, I got it. Like, just playing the good guy role. And, man, she's driving home. Next thing you know, she's out like a light. Out like a light. That's that Drake shit. What's that song? Anyway, it's Lit with Travis Scott.
I don't know the snake.
Oh my god. Ooh, yo, next now. The fuck?
It did. look at me here. Hey, my snake gangster, fuck y'all. But anyway, so I'm just so concerned about the crack color arms.
My face is like, the fuck? So yeah, so she runs off the road, ends up like hitting a tree. She's not dead, but when we see somebody walking up to the car and it's Teddy, and we already knew Teddy had drugged her ass, and so then he suffocates her.
Teddy drugged her ass.
Yeah, and so now she's dead. So thank God they've gotten rid of Irene. And so they made it seem as if it was just a drunk driving incident. But now you got Alton who's looking, and he's seeing this shit, and he's like, oh man, I gotta run.
I ain't fuck about it.
Yeah, that nigga's about
so
to run.
We did acknowledge that not Khadijah, the mother, man boy sister, Scully White
Khadijah.
was killed.
Yes.
We didn't acknowledge that.
Yes.
And then we acknowledged that the reporter
Abe.
Abe was killed.
Yes.
Okay. So those are 2 murders.
And 3. Man boy. I said man boy first. Yeah.
We said we killed man boy, talking shit.
Yeah.
So those are the 3 murders.
Yes.
Murders always come in 3.
Yeah, they do. Ooh. Yeah, so Man Boy's dead, Khadijah's dead, Irene Abe's dead, and I think Alton is gonna be dead because Teddy's definitely making the point to talk to Franklin. So what are we gonna do about your father?
Yeah, we're gonna do what's fault.
Yeah, because now he has to die. He gotta die. Alton gotta die.
Yeah.
He means well, but like y'all really fucking blew a whistle. Y'all are whistleblowers against the CIA. You really think you about to survive?
Yeah, you
The
ain't
fuck?
blowing a whistle with the CIA.
CIA ain't gonna get you.
You blow a dick, but that wasn't. But anyway, let's not even go there. Family show. So, I have been elevating Snowfall to the upper echelon, Power, Wire. I've been pushing it up. I think Snowfall is like right up there. I don't quite put it with the Wire.
No, I still need to watch The Wire.
Jesus Christ.
I know.
Jesus.
Everybody loves The Wire. They say it's the greatest show ever.
Time magazine, the white cracker magazine, voted The Wire the #1 show of all time.
Mm-hmm.
And hood niggas voted it the #1 show of all time. Who doesn't think it's #1 show?
I didn't say it.
Middle America?
I don't know, but
Latinos?
I know I haven't
Latinos?
seen it, so
Latinos?
I don't even think that they would say that it's not the #1 show. They watch it too. Apparently, it wasn't just us watching The Wire. It's not enough of us to watch The Wire to make it as popular as it is.
No, and they have a very dominant white storyline in it. I think white people go watch The Wire and go, this is a cop show. It's based on politics and police shit. And a nigga could be like, it's some trap shit. And then a girl could be like, this is a woman. Like, The Wire spoke to a lot of different demographics.
Yeah.
It really did.
Yeah, I need to watch it. I'm gonna watch it. I'm going to watch it at some point in time. But there's just so many good things on because, like, even with us watching like a show like Snowfall and even Falcon and Winter Soldier, there's always something else that pops up. For instance,
You mean Falcon and the white guy?
Falcon and Winter Soldier. Let's call him what he is.
A murderer of a mother?
Nigga.
He murdered Tony's mother. I'm never going to get over
Zemo
that.
murdered Tony's mother. That's who controlled him.
Evil is.
No.
Evil is.
No.
Who did the show?
Zemo.
Who did the show?
Zemo controlled him.
Who did the show?
Zemo is the one who controlled him. So let's just call it what it is. So, but then on top of those 2 shows, we also have them. And for those of y'all who have not
I didn't watch
heard of them, it is not by Jordan Peele, but it's very Jordan Peele-ish. It makes you feel like you're watching a mashup of Lovecraft Country meets Us meets Get Out. It's like everything Jordan Peele put into one box. And it's creepy.
Is it horror? So it is horror?
Yeah. It's horror, like suspense, creepy fuck shit.
Thriller?
Yes.
Is anybody naked?
No, but the girl who is the lead actress in it, she's a Howard alum.
Oh.
Yeah, and she's gorgeous.
Ooh.
She is beautiful.
How many of them things she get?
You gotta see her. Like, let me show you her.
Okay.
And she is gorgeous.
H.U.
You know?
You know.
Like, when I saw her, I was like, oh shit, she's like really fucking pretty. Right!
Oh, she get 10 of them things.
Dog, she is gorgeous.
She get 10 of them things.
I was like, this woman is beautiful. And she came out the same year I did. And she was
You
in
know
the
her?
School of C. No, she's a film major. I was TV production. We should have had classes together.
Go find her. For me. For your brother.
Dog, she's beautiful. No, I'm not finding her. I'm not finding shit. You found it yourself.
What?
Yeah, you heard me what I said.
What?
You heard me. Oh, and also, there's another show on HBO that people need to watch too. And it's called like.
Oh Lord, he went with some crazy name that ain't even name of the damn show.
No, it's like Extinguish All the Brutes.
Oh yeah, the Brutes.
Yeah.
The Brutes. I call it the Brutes. I haven't never watched it yet.
It's good, but
Joe
it's basically
Budden
about
kept talking about it.
yeah.
Hey, me and you talked about it. I still haven't watched it.
Watch that shit.
You know what? I don't have a current HBO Max subscription.
You want to go in on mine?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, Exterminate All the Brutes. Yeah, it's about white people, white history, white supremacy, and I'm about to smack him about basically how they, what is it? What were the three
They
words?
colonize the world.
Yes, colonate, exterminate, and it's like 3 words. That's what the whole thing is focused on.
Oh.
So
I haven't seen
colonization,
this.
extermination, and like something else.
Vaccination.
No. But I highly recommend it. It's good. I'm on episode 2. There's only 4. It's 4-part miniseries.
I'm gonna watch the episode tonight.
I definitely recommend it. It's good as shit. We should definitely be having a discussion about that.
So next week, Kickback is we having a whole discussion on Exterminate All Brutes.
I don't know when I have the time to watch all these shows because I be watching everything. Between the 4 jobs and watching every fucking thing.
I feel you. I watch TV. I do, but I don't get to see shit I want to see because I be so busy. So I feel you. But I know but you have a huge podcast space too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Like, the podcast is a job.
Yeah.
The podcast, the community garden, my regular 9 to 5, and then Uber Eats.
Yeah. And then listening to podcasts.
Yeah, but I listen to the podcast when I'm driving.
Me too.
So
I listen to books too.
Yeah, me too.
That makes
it makes it a lot easier to mash all that into one. But watching TV shows requires you to designate time to that. Because you have to give it your attention in order to be able to speak on it.
Well, you can't cut it on and go do what you want to do.
Nah, you gotta watch it. That's what I'm saying. You gotta give it your full attention.
Yeah.
And that's a job. So I don't know where I get the time to do these things.
But some
every week I'm watching whatever's current.
I ain't watched Falcon and the Dude that Kill People's Mother for no reason. I didn't watch that one yet. But I did watch what's that show? The Shot. What's that show? Snowfall. I did watch Snowfall.
It's like the what?
Are you watching The Shot?
No.
I haven't seen The Shot since like the first season.
Yeah, I watched like the first episode and that was good.
I liked season 1.
People love The Shot. I just haven't really gotten a chance to get into it.
I'm about to get back into it. Is it on season 3 now or some shit?
I'm right now.
I'm about to get into The Shot. I loved season 1. I didn't like it. I loved it. And then the nigga got kicked off the show halfway through. And I'm like, he was the nigga that was gonna play me in the New the Man movie.
No, well, he's a great
shit. The fuck, you can't even play me in the movie now. I'm just so comfortable. I'm like rubbing my shoulder under my t-shirt.
You like really relaxed.
All right, moving on. Falcon and the Dude that Killed People's Mother for no reason. He only got one arm. I didn't watch it, so we can't really talk about it.
Yeah, we're not watching. Which is why
I'm watching that first tonight.
I went to them.
I did watch The Circle.
I haven't seen that.
Season 1 was great. Season 2 just feels weird. Like it's too many people trying to be. I'm really a straight black man, but I want to pretend to be a gay white woman. You know,
What?
I'm not interested. But I did watch. I think it's called Dad Stop Embarrassing Me.
Okay.
Jamie Foxx's sitcom.
Oh Lord.
That's on Netflix.
Oh.
And in the sitcom, the mother passed away. He's in LA.
I heard that show's not that good.
Running the business, and his daughter he's being like if I was his dad.
Yeah. One of my sister's friends gave us feedback on it. She said that shit was trash. Jamie Foxx's show.
I don't know which friend.
None of your fucking business.
One of my friends?
No.
Oh.
Somebody come get him.
I'm gonna hit her tonight.
Cause I'm about to yank his
I
beard.
ain't talked to her in a minute.
No, leave her alone.
Hey, Leon.
Lord Jesus. Moving on to sports. Who is Aldridge? I don't know him.
LaMarcus Aldridge is a 9, 10, 15-year NBA veteran center who was in very high demand, and in the middle of his high demand went to San Antonio. And they was like, ooh, we going to Popovich. Oh, shit. He about to get it cracking.
G-Pop.
Right. And he had an irregular heartbeat in his last game. He suffered from that his entire career. But he said, you know what? That shit was scary. My heart was beating at a weird rate and nobody knew what to do. And I have a wife and kids. I'm just not gonna, I'm just gonna stop playing. Like, I would rather not play and see what happens than keep playing and put myself at risk.
And I die on the court.
And I die on the court.
Biased.
Right. Reggie Williams, Reggie White, Reggie, shit.
Did Lynn Bias die on the court?
No, he died after he signed his contract and we went to smoke crack for the first time.
Okay.
And he had a hard time.
Who died on the court? Was it Lyle Alexander?
Reggie somebody.
Oh.
And I don't want to say Reggie somebody. That is so disrespectful. But he played for the Celtics. And he was Reggie Williams.
Somebody died on the court.
Reggie Lewis died on the court. Reggie Lewis for the Boston Celtics. Put some respect on his name. I don't want to ever not get that correct.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big deal. Reggie Lewis passed away during practice on the NBA court. And I don't ever want to disrespect him or his family. And I believe I have it incorrect. If I don't, I am truly sorry. This is not me being funny. Like, I believe it's Reggie Lewis, and my condolences go to his family. 100. I'm not being funny. And if I have the name wrong, I apologize. I'm being serious right now like that. That was real. But LaMarcus Aldridge said, it ain't gonna be me. So I'm gonna shoot. And I respect that. He was with the Brooklyn Nets this year. Great chance of winning the championship ring. Probably odds-on favorite with him.
Hank Gathers, he died on the court.
Damn.
Yeah. And Reggie Lewis. Is that the guy you said?
Yep. Reggie Lewis. Sorry, I actually did say it right. Man, LaMarcus, you spend time with your wife and your kids. I'm not mad at you. I don't give a fuck if you win a ring or not. I actually do give a fuck that you're there for your kids and your wife. That does mean something to me. So shout out to you, man. You're taking, in my opinion, the higher road. And I support it. I don't have nothing to say. Love on your wife, love on your kids. You the man to me. The Hall of Fame classes. The big news, we know Dave Robinson is going to induct Tim Duncan. We know that my favorite player of all time, Isaiah Thomas, is going to induct Kevin Garnett. And now we also know that Michael Jordan is going to induct Kobe Bryant.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anybody else Kobe will want to do it other than Mike?
That's the perfect person to do it.
You know the only other person that I think Kobe would have been cool with?
Who?
Gigi, his daughter that he died with in that crash.
Yeah.
That's the only other person I think Kobe would have chosen. I think his ideal selection was Mike. Maybe Gigi and then Mike, but I that's what I think.
Golly. That shit still sad.
Still stings.
I can only imagine what Vanessa's like dealing with. Losing your child. Your child's one thing to lose your husband, but to lose your child? Ooh.
You're never supposed to bury your child, but unfortunately a lot of black men and women that had to do that based on the Coke era. in this country.
Right.
Yeah, crack era in this country, for sure. I'm very happy that Kobe's going to the Hall of Fame. He deserves it. He deserves to be
First round. Yeah, first ballot.
Like, he deserved it. Like, he was the closest thing. I learned basketball watching Michael Jordan. That's my age range. The closest thing I saw to Mike was Kobe. I respect it. Like, Kobe, that guy. Like, Kobe was that guy. I am truly disappointed that he passed and how he passed and that we don't have him. Do I sound drunk?
You do, but that wasn't why I was laughing.
Okay.
I mean, you definitely sound drunk, because I definitely peeped that like 20 minutes ago.
Alright. Well, I have jerk salmon, rice and peas from Tasty Spoon in the refrigerator.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna eat that.
You know, it's funny because you're a drunk dude. Well, you're not drunk dude. You're like tipsy dude right now. But
Okay.
you didn't get to this point yesterday.
That's a good thing. I was. See, if you love me and you're watching, I was chilling.
Yeah. What about the Wizards?
Man, my Wizards won about 5 games in a row. Russell Westbrook averaging a triple-double for the season. Bradley Beal making them buckets. And Gafford and everybody else. Like, man, it is a great time. But that's an exaggeration. Maybe bring it down. This is a great week to be a Wizard fan. Not a great season. But we are playing our way into the play-in tournament, which is the top, seed 6 through 10 get to battle, 8 through 10 get to battle each other for the last 2 playoff spots. The Wizards are in prime position to be in that battle. I think we should be above the battle and not even have to go through it. We're right there. And I think we'll make the playoffs. And I think anything happens. We got Russell Westbrook, a walking triple-double. Bradley Beal. We got Gafford. We got Bertans. We got Gerson Matthews. We got Alex Lynn. We got Brooke Lopez. Our number 1 fan is No Breaks New. Our number 85 fan is So Mellow. Like, we got what we need to win.
I'm at like 157,000.
Oh, cool.
I still love them, but they're way bigger fans.
Okay.
Way bigger. But I love my baby daddy though.
I think we
Brandy.
good. I think we good, man. As long as Mel don't go to the game in that outfit.
I should go. I bet you I get Bradley win.
But they ain't gonna lose the game.
Well, I would win.
What do you care most about?
Bradley.
Oh, Jesus. The Wizards.
I care more about Bradley. So, hey, baby daddy.
All right.
I'm gonna get him.
And as we edge up out of here, I do want to say that Young Thug put out a new album compilation. He got Drake on it. He got Gunna, Lil Baby.
Why you keep circling back to Gunna and Lil Baby?
They're the new hot Atlanta rappers.
Okay.
I'm trying to be hip with the kids.
Oh my God.
I'm
Nigga, you
45.
You're 45!
I'm 45! Why is it always everybody against me? I'm not Thanos! What the fuck I was saying?
The new rappers, Lil Baby and Gunna and...
Oh yeah, it's the music out. Get the goddamn Daunte and Kickback playlist on Apple Music. Download it, listen to it. Like, y'all gotta relax. Download it, listen to it.
yeah, gotta relax.
Download it and listen to it. Man, this has been a great episode. It was probably
it's a little long-winded.
We had JB.
We did,
had
but the kid they was only here like 5 minutes, so the rest of it's clearly us.
It's
all you. It's you. They all know it's you.
Thank y'all for tuning in. We appreciate you. We sorry for last week.
Yeah.
Like, last week was some bullshit. Hopefully this week.
Go listen to it on YouTube though.
Hell yeah. Watch the whole episode. If you're on the streaming platforms, you only got like 8 minutes. Which
You can
most
get
women
about
will be happy with. But you can go to YouTube and watch the entire episode. And this episode is also available on YouTube, our Patreon, and on where podcasts are available.
Everything.
Thank you. I'm about to eat some great food from Tasty Spoon here in Atlanta. And try to make sure the episode gets uploaded correctly.
Yes, please do that.
Anything else?
No? That's it.
Get your insurance from me,
I need to
the
talk
new
about
Mom
this
agency.
too.
And holler at Mo's Marvelous Cleaning if you want your shit cleaned up.
Also, holler at mysexroom.net. Please
Gratuitous.
support that.
Hell
Kelso,
yeah. Shout out
You put on
Kelso,
an amazing
Jennifer.
presentation yesterday. It was a night I will never forget.
It is a night that I am sure you will never forget.
I will never forget last night. Ever in life. Ever.
Ever?
It's right up there with the pool party.
Yeah.
Because the pool party was lit for no fucking reason. Like, because
Yeah.
it had rained and all that other shit. It
But
set all the elements to it.
The pool party ended greatly, but it didn't end as a union.
Right.
Like I was like, yeah, you know, in the other corner of the pool, you know, this was going on, and you see she up there by the canopy, and I didn't see it on Patreon. I'm telling you, I saw it. What was that?
I got chill.
But I definitely had fun in the pool at your birthday.
I bet you did. My birthday's coming up. We about to do another show, so
Yeah, we're gonna do it.
we gotta do one for my birthday. One time for the one time.
Got to. I'll be praying in the corner with my Bible scriptures, and I'll let you guys do what you need to do.
We all know that that's a lie.
Whoa! You know what? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of
Apply name Kickback.
We'll be back next week.
It's like a tripod quest.
You say the whole thing.
The whole thing.
You suck. Never mind. So anyway, thank y'all for tuning in. Uno, we out.
We out. Please share it again and do all the other good things. And subscribe to Patreon. If you guys have any questions,
and lick the balls.
please email us at appliednamekickback.
We ain't do tail mail.
For our tail mail. Also, you can submit them on IG and Facebook at Applied Name Kickback on all your other platforms.
Booyaka!
See you next week.
Booyaka!